Okay, folks, we're going to get through this together. No tears to the end. Here's the deal. Donald Trump he's spiraling. His campaign is circling the drain. He's a kite in the wind, my friend.
You're a kite dancing in a hurricane, Mr. Bond.
And he knows it. Poll numbers lately have shown Kamala Harris, who is joyful and is not Joe Biden, who he thought he was going to run against and get that media assist calling old. Kamala Harris is a different type of person. Young and vibrant and joyful. And she picked Tim Walz, who is much the same. She's diverse and appealing to new audiences, taking some of Trump's key supporters away. People that were just there because the media got them to worry about Joe Biden's age and not Trump being a criminal and rapist, for example. But I digress. The best part is he's in a death spiral of his own making, and he is destroying his campaign. Because when he was ahead, he was able to have a slight bit of discipline. I know, it's Donald Trump we're talking about here. There probably were a lot of hamburgers, a lot of KFC thighs. Now we're in a situation where he is freaking the out. But he's losing basic cognitive skills. His raging, I don't know if his brain is Ebola-like melting at this point, or he is just so angry he can't think straight. He came out and he did his impromptu bedbug Bedminster, press conference, which means he didn't take any questions. He did give some really interesting answers, though, raging about the job creation under Biden, which has been the best in 60 years.
Virtually 100% of the net job creation in the last year has gone to migrants. You know that? Most of the job creation has gone to migrants. In fact, I've heard that substantially more than beyond the number of 100%. It's a much higher number than that. But
well, guys, I wasn't a math major. Maybe it's 127%. Do some of these guys, are they able to partially quarter clone themselves? I don't know, but I don't think that's the math we use these days. And I'm going to go ahead and say that Donald Trump doesn't know what the he's talking about. But he did that, one better. He cannot shut up about crowd sizes. He's obsessed with them. And it's because, of course, Kamala Harris's crowd sizes are much bigger, and it's because her polls are larger, and, Donald Trump doesn't like being small and flaccid and weak.
And you know what I'd like? I would want all of your power, influence, authority, all the respect you command in the command. Everyone must respect.
And finally, if you wanted to see how warped he is, because you didn't get it from all of that, Time magazine came out with an actual real cover, not the fake ones he has up at all of his places. He had fake Time covers with himself on it. You people voting for him, what the is wrong with you, by the way? I digress. Kamala Harris is on the cover of one, and he claimed she looked like Melania on there. I'm going to allow you to do the analysis on that, to do the psychological analysis of who would say that and why they would say that. But it tells you everything you know. He is spiraling, his campaign is crashing. He's talking about crowd sizes. Megyn Kelly's ripping him for it. Nikki Haley's ripping him for it.
But the campaign is not going to win talking about crowd sizes. It's not going to win talking about what race Kamala Harris is. It's not going to win talking about whether she's dumb. You can't win on those things. The American people are smart. Treat them like they're smart.
Will you talk about the issues? Not that he has any issues other than I am important and you're not. Medals of freedom are more important than medals of honor because you gave me money. But his own party is starting to turn on him because he's so obsessed and he cannot share a coherent message because he's obsessed with crowd sizes. He even accused Kamala Harris of using AI to invent her crowd sizes.
And you said Harris's crowd sizes were AI and that there weren't people there. There's all kinds of video evidence and people who were there who have proven that false. Can you tell us about why you made that claim?
well, I can't say what was there, who was there. I can only tell you about ours. We have the biggest crowds ever in the history of politics. We have crowds that nobody's ever seen before.
Just imagine a man so pathetic and small and with such a little weenie that he gets so obsessed with something as ridiculous as how many people show up. But I guess if you look at some of these things and then his venues are half empty, you'd get an idea. And then the enthusiasm out there for me, because he sees all the enthusiasm for Kamala. Keep spiraling, Donnie, and keep talking.